Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. This is your trainer from the Electronic Service Division of the Acrosami County Library. In this episode, I'm going to talk about Sparklines. What are the Sparklines? Sparklines are miniature charts fit into a single cell. You have seen two types of chart that I drew example for you, such as column chart and the pie chart. In both situations, you only see a few categories out of those. But when you have a data like this with so many rows, and if you want to still see the trend of it, how do you fit that into your graphic? So using Sparkline to analyze and view trends in your data without creating the entire chart. Okay, so Sparklines have certain advantage over charts. If you have many rows of data, a traditional chart will not be appropriate to represent all the rows, making relevant data difficult to analyze that. But if you placed a Sparkline on each row, it'll be right next to the source data. For example, I will be drawing a Sparkline for this row in here, in the cell for this row in here. Then you can see comparison among the rows with the individual graph in those cells. There are three types of Sparkline. So if I click on the insert, you can see the Sparkline group is here. There is a line, column, or win or lose. Okay, so line and column work the same as line and column chart. Win or lose is similar to column, except it only shows whether each value is positive or negative. Positive is going to be green color above the line. Negative is going to be red color under the line type of thing. Okay, to create a Sparkline, generally you will have one Sparkline for each row, but you can create as many you want in any location. Just like the formula, once you create a single Sparkline here, you can copy that to the bottom row. Just like you copy the formula by using the fill handle. So let's use this, and I'm going to select the cell that I wanted to. So I wanted to select these cells. That is going to be my Sparkline. So we will select the cell B3 through G3, and I'm going to select the insert, and I'm going to click on the Sparkline group, and I'm going to click on the line. When I do that, create Sparkline dialog box come up. My data range is B3 through G3. That is correct. But where do I want to put that little graphic? I wanted to put the little graphic in the cell. So I'm going to inside that cell. I'm going to simply click right there. So I want to put that in cell number H3. So I'm going to click on OK on that. By doing so, I can see the little trend coming up. So if you want to make it a little bigger, you can make it bigger by changing the height of the row. But as of now, I'm going to keep it this way. The minute I have the Sparkline, I have my Sparkline tool come up. And there are some elements you can play with that. If I wanted to find out what is the high point of that, click on the high point. There is a red color. What is the low point of that? Lowest point is here. But even if you want to expand further, such as, hey, my lowest point should be in different color than my highest point, you can change the design here. If I click the drop down arrow, I can see different choices. Like my lowest point is, maybe I want to choose this green color, lowest point in red, highest point in green. If I'm going to click on that, I got myself the lowest point and highest point. If I wanted to copy to the rest of the cell, all I have to do is point to that, and I just have to drag down all the way to the bottom of it. So I can see all of my chart right there. Now, if you wanted to change your mind and I wanted to change it into a column, you can simply click on the column and you can see all of those coming up. Now, to be able to see much better, if you wanted to expand the row height more than this, I can select the entire spreadsheet and I can go to the format. I can change the row height to, let's say here, let's say 25. If I use my, 25, and I'm going to click on OK, you can see a little better on that. Now, if you pay attention to that, Each and individual one of them looks the same to me. If you even compare the row 3 and row 4, October, the last figure is 8,000, 18,000. That looks the same to me. Why is that? Because we need to mark the um, horizontal and the vertical axis minimum and maximum value individually, not all to the same. So what you wanted to do is, after you get this, okay, you wanted to go to the click on that. You wanted to go back to the design, and you wanted to click on the axis under the group. I'm going to click the drop down arrow. In here, you wanted to choose the vertical axis minimum value automatic for each sparkline. Instead of doing that, you wanted to do same for all sparkline. Go back there again. For the vertical, same for all sparkline. So that means they are referring to the same minimum and maximum number instead of choosing the individual. Now you can tell the 8,000 represent around the 8,000, 18,000 represent around 18,000. That is how you would draw the sparkline if you have more than a data that could fit in the traditional chart, such as column or the line or the pie chart. That is all for today. Again, thank you for coming. And if you need additional questions, make sure you go to the one-on-one tech help at www.akronlibrary.org/tz. Thanks for coming, and I will see you next time.